also, just something that we did just recently that's very dear to our hearts. The Jewel of Africa came to me. She's a friend of mine, Rashmi Sharma, and she asked me if I could help her. She wanted to plant fruit trees at a school that she supports, a community school, and it's called the Golden Glad Girls Community School in Kalingalinga. And she said if we could go and help her plant them. So I volunteered to help her with my team. We all volunteered to help her and plant fruit trees, which we did. So we planted bananas, we planted nachis, tangerine trees, which are easy to peel. Yeah. Then the kids don't need a knife or anything. Bananas, they can chop them and give a child each. And we planted grafted avocado, the has, because they're small and each child can get one avocado and eat it, or half an avocado. We planted guavas. Yeah. And those are the trees that we plant, and mangoes. And I put up an appeal on the gardening on our gardening group, the Lusaka garden group, and the Kabulonga. And people were so forthcoming. I got bananas. I got the bananas from them. I got mangoes from them. And all the trees, all the fruit trees were donated. I think the only thing we bought was the avocados that we bought. Everything else was donated.
Mr. Peter, please introduce us. These nice garden trees.
Wow, you're welcome. This is what we call the Golden Glad Paradise School.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are saying paradise because of this beautiful fruits garden that is here. So we have 31 plants of bananas the other side.
Wow.
Yes.
31.
Then here we have 7 plants of mangoes.
It's mango.
This is mango.
It's also mango.
Yes. So we have 2 different types of mango. We have got this one and the other one, 2 trees, which are small mangoes. Then the other 5 are big mangoes. Yes.
It looks fantastic.
Wow. Yeah. So this is meant for the children when they grow to be enjoying and eating. Yeah. Yes.
And what is here? We didn't plan it, yeah?
Yes. It wasn't part of our plan, but it was brought by Maggie. Yeah. This is just an ordinary plant. So it is meant for shelter when the children are on the swing. Yeah. Then when it grows to be providing shelter on there, it is after 12 hours.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
So we planted those trees. It's a small little school. We dug it up and the soils were completely sterile. Not even a blade of grass or weed, it was December, there was nothing growing. So when we started digging, we saw underneath that before the school was built, that was a rubbish dump. They used to bury the rubbish and the stench. So we had to get protective clothing for our staff, put the boots on, gloves, all of that, and we cleared up the area. And we got very good compost from EcoBees that Jewel of Africa sponsored. They sponsored the whole project. We just volunteered to help, and of course to source the gifted trees, the fruit trees from the various clubs, and we planted everything, and then we got sun hemp. Which we planted on the top, and we reaped it once, and now we're going to do another one. And all those trees are growing so beautifully. So I'm going to do a paper on it and how we did it, so that we can encourage other schools in Zambia to plant fruit trees, and, for their children. And we did plant a magnolia, 1 tree near the swing, so they can have a perfumed garden. We planted 1 tree,
How long ago was that, sorry?
When did we do that? Bernard helped me a lot. Bernard was my right hand.
Into this year.
Last year into this year. So just within the last year.
Yes, last year.
Oh, so in time for the rains to come last year.
We planted last year, just before the rains.
Yeah, so we're coming into the second rainy season.
Yeah, we're coming to the second rainy season. The bananas now are that high already. Yeah. But we brought our stuff from from Palabana, so Bernard was helping with the drivers to take stuff back, you know, take them lunch and do all that. I would not survive without Bernard. I would not survive without him. Yeah, so we had a great team, and the team from Palabana were excellent. They gave us casual workers, and my team was supervising all the planting, also working, and I was there as well. Yeah.
And were they able to pass any knowledge on to the students, or?
Yeah, the school has got young children. It's a primary school. They're very young, and they're from mothers with needs, you know, special needs. You know, they're single mothers, you know, or you know, they're for that type of group of schools. It's just girls' school.
Okay.
It's a girls' school.
So also these trees had to essentially be able to cope with minimal inputs.
Yeah.
So helping to build up the soil, all that kind of stuff is helping in the long term.
And there was also another project going on there. There was a Russian lady from the Russian embassy. She was bringing in jackets, jeans jackets from Russia, you know, recycled. And the ladies were doing embroidery and selling them.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so she's got a project there as well for the mothers. So they're not just helping the children; they're also helping the mothers sustain their families as single mothers and mothers with, you know, with special needs. You know.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful school, lovely. And the headmaster, Mr. Peary, is hands-on. I think if it hadn't been for him, that place would not have been so successful. I think
he was really quite.
He was very helpful to us, wasn't he?
Good morning. Just to show you the progress of our fruits. The bananas are doing very, very well. They're doing very, very well, and they're growing very, very fast. Okay, so this is so lovely.
So I'm very happy with that project.
Yeah.
I'm very, and it'll be great, yeah. So I'm just going to find time to write a nice paper to say how we did it, and to encourage other people or other big companies to take over a school and adopt a school and plant trees, fruit trees. They also need to plant shade trees, not just fruit trees.
Yeah, and then sometimes they can double up. Mangoes will be shade trees.
Yes, exactly.
Time, as well as providing fruits and things like that, even avocado as well.
That's why we couldn't plant too many mango trees, because they grow big.
Yeah.
We couldn't, and we planted only 3 avocado trees because also they grow big. And we planted lots of, we planted pawpaw as well.
Yeah.
We planted pawpaw trees.
Pawpaw and banana are nice because they'll bear so early as well.
So we planted fruits that the kids can eat easily, you know.
And that are very familiar.
And they're familiar with, yeah.
Oh no, that's fantastic.
So we're very proud of that project, being part of that project, yeah.
And hopefully see it start and grow into something much bigger.
Yeah.